Have you ever wondered what happens when a U.S. Navy sailor makes their final voyage aboard an aircraft carrier? How do they receive a burial fitting for their service and sacrifice? Join us as we uncover the fascinating and deeply meaningful process of laying our brave sailors to rest at sea. So let's dive deep into the video. If a sailor dies on board an aircraft carrier, it is considered an emergency, and the officer in charge must provide the Navy with specific details in a report. This includes the date, time, and location of the incident, the position of the body if the death was due to an accident, the work log of the deceased, conditions of the body, the cause of death, pictures of the location, details on medical treatment provided to the sailor, and a statement from any eyewitness if possible. The Navy is responsible for notifying next of kin, and the sailor's identity is not released to the public until 24 hours after notification. If the sailor's body must be transported to land, it is placed in a body bag and stored in a freezer on board until it can be transferred to a morgue. This process is known as personnel transfer. If there is no request to deliver the body to land, the sailor is buried at sea in accordance with Navy tradition. Burials at sea have been a long-standing tradition in the Navy and are a way to honor fallen sailors. In the past, deceased individuals were sewn into sailcloth before being sent overboard for burial at sea. Religious ceremonies were conducted based on the faith of the deceased. Nowadays, burials at sea involve placing the deceased in a coffin, casket, urn, or scattering cremated remains. Concrete blocks made from mixed cremains may be dropped into the sea to form artificial reefs. The burial process has both religious and military components. Navy chaplains or individuals of the same faith perform the religious ceremony, while the military segment is tailored to match the deceased's beliefs and may be conducted by the captain or a sailor. Burials at sea are not witnessed by civilians and usually occur during deployment. If the deceased passes away on land, their remains may be brought aboard an aircraft carrier in a casket or urn. Burial at sea is reserved for uniformed individuals on active duty, retired Navy sailors, honorably discharged veterans, civilian Marine members, and personnel from the Military Sea Lift Command. Proper attire is required for attendees, and the ceremony includes announcements, flag lowering, casket bearers, firing party, bugler, and other crew members. During the burial ceremony, the casket bearers, positioned on both sides of the coffin, line up according to height. Officers and coffin bearers may choose to wear a mourning band on their left arms. The assembly is called to attention and then brought to a relaxed stance, known as stand at ease or parade rest. The casket, draped with a flag, is carried by the bearers to a pedestal where the lower part extends overboard. The religious portion of the ceremony begins with scripture readings and prayer for the committal. The firing party performs a 3-volley salute consisting of shots fired in succession: ready, aim, fire. The rest of the members on deck give attention with a hand salute. The bugler concludes the ceremony with the bugle call known as taps. Afterward, the aircraft carrier resumes its course and speeds up as the bugle performance nears its end. After the last volley, the firing party remains in position, arms locked, and salutes. During this time, all present offer a hand salute. Flowers may be dropped into the sea by crew members. The flag is then folded to signify the conclusion of the ceremony. At attention, the casket bearers fold the national flag twice horizontally. The encased national flag is then carried by the officer in charge of the casket bearers and presented to the commanding officer of the ship. The commanding officer and the procession of the firing squad and casket bearers leave the deck, marching away. Once these parties have departed, everyone else on the aircraft carrier is brought to attention, and the crew members resume their duties. Relatives of the deceased who are not permitted to be present aboard the ship during the funeral are provided with details of the ceremony, including the time and location. They may also receive pictures and videos of the burial. Burial at sea is considered one of the highest honors bestowed upon a U.S. Navy sailor. While it follows a tragic event such as the death of a sailor, it is regarded as one of the most meaningful experiences for sailors aboard an aircraft carrier. This is the procedure that takes place when a U.S. Navy sailor passes away aboard an aircraft carrier. That's all for this video. Thank you for joining us on this profound journey into the sacred rituals of burying U.S. Navy sailors on an aircraft carrier at sea. We hope this glimpse into a world of honor, tradition, and remembrance has left you with a deep appreciation for the sacrifices made by these brave individuals. If you found this video insightful and thought-provoking, please be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more interesting videos like this.